Assume that we have a Python code base. How do we integrate this Python code base with our GitHub Actions CI/CD pipeline? We are going to create a Python based action which will help us to deploy our pipeline. We will create two repositories, one for our workflow and the other for our code base. And we will call the code base repository from the workflow and it will be getting executed. So without wasting much time, let's move on to the workshop, which contains our source code and the workflow logic. The second repository, Python Actions, contains the composite action code. So let's open these two repositories in a VS Code. In this Python Actions, first we have to create a Python file with a very minimum Python code. main.py, and we are going to import some basic Python modules. Import sys for system argument, import os for os arguments. I'm going to mention name equal to, I'm gonna pick my name from the environment variable. How do I pass this name as an input? From the GitHub action input, I will pass it. Name equal to os.environ.get, and here we will give a name variable, and if there is no name, what to do? Well, my default name I will put it here. So let's print it with a proper format, and hello right. So this is what is gonna happen, and then we will say greetings equal to, we will put this as it is as a greetings. Our next task, we need to update this into the GitHub magic variable app. So that part we are going to do here. Let's do with open and os.environ, and there is a magic variable called GitHub underscore output. Right, so we have this in place, and I'll be opening this in append mode as GHA output. I'll mention anything, you can put it, it's not a big deal. Now GHA output dot write. What we are going to write here, I have to mention f string, then greetings, greetings message equal to, I'll put this variable here, hello so and so person, how are you? Okay, and we will put to the next, enter to the next line. Perfect. So our variable we have properly written to the magic variable. So the Python part is completed. Next we have to create a file called requirements.txt. In GitHub Action we would be using the basic runners, right? That particular basic runner may not have this Python modules. So whatever the modules you need, that can be installed using this. Let's install a requests module for interacting with some APIs, Boto 3 for interacting with AWS, Pandas for data analysis, NumPy for again machine learning and data analysis, etc. All you can define it here. Perfect. Our next step, we have to create a Dockerfile, because this action that we would be executing it on top of a Dockerfile. Let's create a file called Dockerfile. Here we are going to define our Docker infrastructure. So we will be importing or downloading the Docker base Docker image. Let's go for Python colon 3.11 hyphen slim is one of the good image, or I would say lightweight image. Work dir, it's a working directory, and in Docker page everyone use /app like a common standard. We are also using the same thing, and whatever maybe our source code, we would be copying it into that particular folder. So this is our current working directory. Now we are going to do a copy. For copying the file, first we will do requirements.txt to /. I mean slash, already we are in app, we'll copy it over there. Perfect. Next is run for executing any commands. So what we are going to perform here is pip install no cache -dir. So it will not create any cache directories. It will overwrite every time -r requirements.txt. So it will read the package details defined inside this requirements.txt, and it will install using pip install. The Python modules will be getting installed here. Okay. Our next step, copy the main.py file to our /app folder. Next, we are going to create an entry point. Entry point is as simple as it will be getting executed at the moment of creating the container. Okay, so what it should do, Python, and here we will say /app main.py. Okay, and whatever the variables that you would be passing it, everything it will take it as its take it from the environment variable. All right, so our Python function, everything Docker file is ready, so it will be getting baked, and it will spin a container and getting it executed from there. That is what gonna happen in a short. Next, we will create an action.yml file. Here we will be defining all our action details. Name is going to be Python action workflow. Then description, you can put it, not a big deal. And input, I'm gonna give name, and it's a description. Okay, required is true, and default value is going to be, let's say, Melvin again. Then runs is going to be another parameter where it should run. I'm gonna mention using, as per the GitHub Action document, Docker, Node, Yarn. These are the parameters will support by default. So I'm gonna select Docker here. Then image, if you have a ready-made image in your Docker hub, you can put that fully qualified image name. Else you can create your own Dockerfile, and you can map it so that it will pick it from this Dockerfile. It will bake this image and create the container from this image. So that part is fine. So the last parameters, outputs, we have one outputs, right, that we need to define here, because this variable we have written, right? This variable we will be mapping it from somewhere else. Let's do that. I'll define here as gha out greetings message. This is best. Action.yml outputs, I'll say greetings message, and it's a description, greetings of the day. So we have the necessary things in place. So our action is ready. Let us do the next step. Git add dot get commit -m initial commit, then git tag -a -m. We can mention that initial commit, and we are going to do 1.0 version. Sorry, let's say 5.0. Git push -- follow -tags. So we have created a 5.0. okay, so our Python actions 5.0 release has been done. We will go to the practice flow. Here we have to create an action file. Let's say python workflow.yaml, and we should make sure that it is under GitHub workflow folder, and then we are going to create the workflow. Name is GitHub Python testing flow. Description GitHub action for executing the Python code, then on push. Whenever I'll be pushing something to the repository, it will be getting executed with the help of webhooks, right? Then jobs, I would say Python function, and runs -on Ubuntu latest is the image that I'm going to use. Steps. In the steps, the first steps -name check out the repo. I mean, our source code repo should be checked out. Then it is called users actions / checkout @v4. This is default checkout action. Next we are going to call our Python function Python custom action. Here uses this Python actions hosted under Melvin Sathian organization, and it is Melvin Sathian / Python actions. Let's clone that first, and Melvin Sathian / Python -actions. @ we have to provide the tag name. So here it is 5.0. Let's give this @5.0. Now we have a variable, so I'm gonna give that variable name as string Melvin Sathian P. Next we are going to define print the output value. I'll use this run function and echo the output of the step is dollar. We have to define within a single quote steps dot, this is a steps dot. Before that we have to define an ID, unique ID, Python action. I'll define here Python hyphen action dot. Here we are going to take it outputs greetings message. Dot greetings message. Right, we have everything in place. Let us put it in go template so that it will be looking nice, and the variables should be picked like this. Okay, so I think we are good to execute. Let's commit and see how it behaves. I'll come to this actions, Python actions, no, I'll come to this practice actions and update. Okay, it thrown the error, very nice. Oh, sorry, I forgot to give v 5.0. it's at the rate v 5.0. that's my mistake. So if you look at it here, first it is pulling the container image from the Docker hub, then it is creating a work directory, then it is copying the requirement.txt file, then it is downloading the necessary dependency things, finally it is copying the copy.main.py file, and it is creating an image and naming it. Finally it is checking out the repository, and it is getting executed the Python custom action. In that Python custom action we have already mentioned a print the name with the variable, right? So that is being printed here. Then it is going print the output value. The output value is being printed like this. The output of the step is hello Melvin, how are you? And it is completed. So whatever the output that we have defined, it is working as expected. When we look at the execution, it was printing the Melvin Satishan here, but here it printed only hello Melvin, how are you? We need to investigate why it is happening. If you look at here, we passed a variable like a name Melvin underscore Satishan p. Here we are taking the variable from environment area. So here we give os.environ.get name and Melvin. In this case, there's another magic variable that should be input underscore name. If you are gonna give age, it would be input underscore age. If you are gonna give height, it would be input underscore height. Remember that magical variable. How did I find it? I came to this execution and expanded each and everything. You will come to know what is happening. Here you have this basic runner variables, then here runner image variables, then image provisioner details, then tokens permissions, and the other metadata details. Similarly, when this step is being executed, you will get all the details. Like that, when I came here, it was checking out the repository, so that these are the default repository values or the parameters that we passed. Well, in the very next execution, here we have given the name Melvin Satishan P. But when we look at it here, its working directory is GitHub workspace. Okay. After that, we have one variable here, input underscore name. And when you look at it, we have something called GitHub output. It is giving us the output as well. So this parameter need to be mapped properly, so that whatever the input we would be giving, it will provide us the output. So let's do that. It's input underscore name. I'm gonna create one more version of this, git add commit initial commit, then 5.1, then I will do push follow tags. This one we are going to update it here again. .0 will become 5.1, update, and let's see how it behaves. We'll troubleshoot it further. Okay. And we are here. It is being built. Repository is gonna check out. Very good. If we look at it here, we have given the variable Melvin Satishan P. It has come here as Melvin Satishan P. So guys, remember that if you give your input as age, it should be input underscore age. So that way the GitHub works. I hope this is very helpful, and always make sure that this is your basic framework. Within this framework, you have to define your logic, or you can apply it in your enterprise infrastructure, so that your actions or your CI/CD pipelines will be nice. Okay, and thank you so much for your time, and wishing you a great rest of the day. Bye bye.